Black Coffee Hotline.
Hey, what's up, Seth? Just Dwayne, man.
Dwayne, brother, how are you?
All right, good, man.
Thank you, man. You got me playing this filthy song, man.
No doubt. Yeah, I knew that. I was studying myself. You know what
That's
I mean?
right, brother. Hey, in order to condemn it, you got to study it, bro.
No doubt.
Do you remember that video? That was terrible. She
Yeah.
had about 6 or 7 sisters leaning up on chairs and poles and whatnot. But hold on, let me applaud her. Standing ovation to Sierra and all those sisters that which she corralled. We're going to find out whether this thing with her and 50 is real. But, brother, listen, man. First of all, I want to thank you and your wife
Okay.
for your consistent presence in
Yeah,
our.
man, I always check it out.
Thank you, man. But listen,
Matter
you.
of fact, what happened was I missed the first 3 broadcasts, so I checked out the archives one weekend to catch up, and I've been on ever since.
Oh, okay. So you missed the May 23rd show?
Yeah, but I heard it all on the archives.
Okay.
Over one weekend.
Hey, listen, something heavy got dropped on that May 23rd show by Steve Hankey. I want to talk about Zimbabwe briefly. We broke something that day, and nobody wants to give us credit. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna toot my horn. But listen, brother, you have done something so phenomenal that it ties right in with what E from Queens.
Exactly. Yeah, sir. I heard that.
Yeah, could you speak? Let me say this. I was talking about Jay-Z in terms of artists that are introspective but not necessarily conscious in the way that we would recognize it superficially. But you have really proven that. Tell me a little bit about what you've done, man.
Well, you know, when most people think about songwriters, some of the greatest songwriters in history, you think about, Bob. People talk about Bob Dylan and, John Lennon and Stevie Wonder. And when it comes to hip hop, even on the hip hop tip, you think about KRS-One, Tupac, some of the conscious brothers like Common or Talib Kweli. But I think that some of the greatest songwriters and some of the greatest writers, brothers like Jay-Z, brothers like Biggie, and what he said was right on point about Ready to Die being probably the most political CD he's ever heard. Because I agree with that. I think right alongside that, you look at records like Reasonable Doubt by Jay-Z, his first record, right along those same lines, because they speak to what a lot of young black males feel, and they can really identify with that. So when you really go deep into those lyrics, you can't just look at what's on the surface. A lot of what they're saying, you gotta go beneath the surface because they're real deep, and many times they're talking in code. But like I always say, you gotta learn how to listen to it differently. It's cool to bob your head and get on with the beat, sing along to the hook. But there's meaning behind what they say if you really know how to listen.
Now,
and that was the whole point of the ebook that I wrote.
Yeah, talk about the ebook that documents this, man. You have empirically researched this and put it together. I mean, this is incredible. I never seen nothing like this, man. I mean, tell me about it.
Well, Jay's my favorite MC. I've been listening to him pretty much since the beginning. Reasonable Doubt Reasonable Doubt, his solo debut record, came out. I was about 19 years old at the time, fresh out of high school. So I've been a big fan ever since. And it's funny because I have conversations with people every day, even to this day, and I find myself making references to a lyric in his song. I say blah, 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 like Jay-Z said in so-and-so song, blah, blah, just in my normal conversation. And so I've always wanted to work on a project because you know how you see a lot of those books out, a collection of quotes by politicians or athletes or coaches
Right.
or motivational speakers. You don't see a lot of compilation of quotes from MCs, from rappers. So I wanted to focus on Jay-Z and how his quotes take all of his lyrics and just kind of absorb all of the positivity, all the inspiration, the things that can be served as motivation and inspiration for us. And how you can take whatever he's saying, whatever he's rhyming about as far as the street life or whatever it is, and you can apply it to your own life, in a very common sense kind of way.
Now, look.
I mean, some of the things that he's saying you can't take literally, but you got to know how to apply it. You got to know how that applies to your own life experience.
Now I got to keep it real with you. Money, Cash, Hoes, and Big Pimpin'. I've never thought of it as politically revolutionary tracks, but give us some examples, because you got it documented, brother. Hove is inspired, man.
Yeah, well, Reasonable Doubt is probably my favorite record. I mean, I love all of them, but Reasonable Doubt is my favorite one. It's probably his deepest one. It's the one, and the thing about that one, and Biggie brought. He kind of did this too before Jay, but what Jay really did was he took that street hustle mentality and he kind of intellectualized it. You know, he kind of made it to the point where everybody, no matter where they came from, could understand the mindset, the mentality that goes on, and why people do what they do, why they think how they think. I mean, you know, one of my favorite Jay-Z songs of all time is Dead Presidents 2, which is off of that record. He has a lyric where he says, I saw his life slipping. This is a minor setback, but still in all we're living, just dream about to get back. And let me, quick context on that particular lyric. The lyric basically talks about, you know, a partner of his that they were hustling together in the street, you know, who got shot, and his life is slipping away, you know, and he's there to console him, to comfort him, and say, hey, this is a setback, but we're going to get back, you know. And so it's kind of one of those things where it's like the way you can apply that to your own life is that in life it's going to be many setbacks, you know, but still in all we're all living. Still in law, we have to think about how we can get back to where we were and even go further. And just in that particular lyric, you know, that lyric is a few seconds long in the midst of a verse. But if you don't really catch what he's saying, then you don't get it. Or you say, oh, he's just rhyming about drug dealing and this and that. But what he's really talking about there is the resilience.
Well, look, man, you got to document it. How can we get this ebook, brother?
If you go to I got a personal blog.
Okay.
DwayneLawton.com. My name is spelled DuaneLawton.com. And right up there, you know, you can go and you can download the ebook for free. You know, I have bookmarks there where you can click on the bookmark tab, where you can conveniently go to each chapter. And each chapter is broken down by each of his albums, as well as his collaborations that he's done throughout the years. And so I just took, you know, I probably worked on this for a couple months and compiled all of these. There's almost 300 lyrics in total, 300 quotes that I picked from different songs that he's recorded throughout his career. And so you can get it on DwayneLawton.com, DuaneLawton.com. It's a PDF file, and so I have it all there for free, giving it away. You know, it's for the Jay-Z fans, it's for the hardcore hip-hop fans, but it's also for the casual hip-hop listener or even those who don't even listen to hip-hop, who don't even understand it.
This is what I'm talking about. Well, look, I'm about to play one of the cuts I think is political, one of the most conscious cuts. That's Izzo, H to the Izzo.
Oh, no doubt.
You know, let me get into that, brother. Listen, stay tuned. Please give your wife my regards, and we're going to keep promoting this ebook. One more time, tell them where they can get it.
Okay, DwayneLawton.com, DuaneLawton.com.
All right, brother. You take care, all right?
You too, man.
Peace, man.
Keep doing your thing.
Thank you, sir. Hey, listen. I don't think it gets more
Welcome to
conscious.
Jay-Z's poetry reading.
You know what? I don't want to go with the live joint.
Art. Who goes?
Let me switch it up. Take it straight to the LP. Because this is the version you all are most familiar with. You know what? Some of y'all at work, I don't think he curses on this. I could be wrong. Look, I'm just going to play the straight one that you all are most familiar with. I don't think he curses. He might say the N-word. But I want y'all to hear this.